guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of the Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys swinging by the channel and spending some of your time with me today. I'm going to show you what I think is the best late summer, early fall plastic worm out there. Now, we talk about plastic worms a lot, and there's different categories of plastic worms. You got your curly tails, ribbon tails, straight tails, different diameters, but in terms of getting a lot of bites, especially from quality fish, and pitching and flipping around shallow water, this worm I'm going to show you today, guys, I have caught a ton of fish on it over the past couple of years. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to fish it and how to rig it and all that type of stuff. Also, guys, to get started, a quick invitation. Anybody interested out there in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Randy Blaukat Professional Angler. You can shoot me a private message for info there. And also, guys, we're going to be talking about the Zoom Zcraw worm today. That's the worm we're going to be talking about. I will link this in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video if you guys would like to pick up a pack or two of them there. Really appreciate you guys using that link. And one quick a little plug here too, we'll get started, guys. We do have my fall Fish the Moment lake map breakdowns up on the Fish the Moment website now. Great resources to get some good places to fish on your favorite lakes this fall. I'll put the the Fish the Moment lake map breakdown link in the description of the video, so appreciate that. Okay, I think we've touched upon this a little bit in the past, but I really want to narrow this down to mid-August, early September time frame. Time of filming this video, we're in sort of third week of August or something like that. And guys, this is the Zoom Zcraw worm right here. It's a straight-tailed worm up to this point, very similar to like a Zoom trick worm. It's a little bit bigger diameter, and it's got the Zcraw tail on it, which is one of the most effective tails I've ever seen. You know, the Zoom Zcraws are really good bait, and the Zcraw worm is right on the Zcraw tail here. Okay, again, for whatever reason, you know, sometimes the fish want a straight tail, sometimes they want a ribbon tail, sometimes they want a curl tail like this. And I have found, I'm going to describe a set of situations where this thing works good in. When you get into situations, guys, where you have water visibility sort of in that 2 to 3 foot range, this bait right here, for whatever reason, they want the visual on the tail. A lot of tails displace water and vibration, but this particular worm, the way it's set up, you need a little bit better water clarity to get that strike from the visual tails moving like this. So that's why I like 2 to 3 foot of visibility, maybe 1.5 feet on a bright day, but perfect visibility for this worm is going to be right around 2 foot visibility, which a lot of lakes have. And then through experimentation of this thing, guys, I have found that this worm works a lot better if you come up and you bite it off or cut it right above the egg sac here. So you're going to have about a 6-inch worm instead of like almost an 8-inch worm. And I get 3 times the bites by doing this. And you don't sacrifice size. They just bite it a lot better on the 6-inch size right here. Guys, this is a very unique looking worm in the water. It's like when you put every other plastic worm in the water, this thing definitely stands out above all of them here. Okay, now what you want to do, I have another thing that I found about this. Slip sinker is very critical when you're pitching and flipping around shallow cover. Now, I've caught them on pads, grass, docks, lay down trees, every type of cover that you can imagine. And I've experimented with a lot of different slip sinkers. And guys, if you put a 1/4 ounce slip sinker on this, you're going to get a lot more bites. I've tried 8 3/16, 5/16, 1/2 ounce, all that type of stuff. By far, there's something about the way the tails move in correlation with that 1/4 ounce sinker that is super appealing to the bass this time of year. And I usually have it on like 20-pound test Seaguar and Vizex fluorocarbon. Several different colors. You know, this is the 420 right here. I like the 420 if you've got water visibility of like under 2 foot. But then for the rest of the time, I'm usually using the watermelon of the green pumpkin. Can't go wrong with the green pumpkin, guys. Most all the time, I do dip the tails about probably 1/4 inch into chartreuse dye like that. And 3 foot of visibility for the watermelon, you know, 2.5 foot of visibility or so for the green pumpkin, and under 2 foot for the 420. So that's, if you're going to get some through that Tackle Warehouse link, I'd get these 3 colors here: 420, green pumpkin, and watermelon. Okay, another thing, guys, is just cover water with it, man. It's a good bait to cover water with. Another thing that's really cool about this bait, since it does have the tails on it, say for example, I'm working down a shoreline and I've got some lay down trees in front of me. I'll pitch those lay downs, and then I may look up there. Maybe there's a couple little, you know, lily pads or something like that. I'll throw that worm next to those really pads and just reel it about that far into the water like a swim jig. And that tail, the wagging tail of that thing like that works really good also swimming it. And you can put it on a swim jig, guys. Makes also, you can just bite it off and have it for a swim jig trailer. But I just wanted to clue you in on this, guys, how effective this is during late summer, early fall. Zoom Zcraw worm, again, link in the description there, and think it's going to get you some good bites. So hope it helps out. We'll talk later.